Spring Arbor University Physical Therapy Clinic. And in this video, I'll be demonstrating what's known as the Upper Extremity Quadrant Stretching Program. Now, we call it the Quadrant Stretching Program because we target the 4 areas of the shoulder. The 4 areas are the front, the top, the back, and underneath. And this is a very simple stretching program that you can do in your home utilizing a doorway. Now here we don't exactly have a doorway, but the principles all apply the same way. So to begin, we're going to start by stretching the back side of our shoulder, okay? So I'm stretching my right shoulder. I'm going to reach across my body, and I'm going to grab a hold of that door frame, okay? You can do an overhand grip to begin. Some people like to do an underhand grip. It just kind of changes a little bit of the stretch, but I would begin with the overhand grip, okay? Now from here, reaching across your body, what I want you to do is turn away from the door frame at your hips, like so. And ideally, you should be feeling that stretch to the back side of your shoulder. Now, if you're thinking, kind of feel a stretch, it's not very strong, you can change the angle by moving your hand down or up. And so by moving up or down, you can kind of find that sweet spot of where you really feel the stretch the most. Now, once you find that spot where you think, okay, I'm getting a good stretch by turning from my hips, you can make this a dynamic stretch. And in doing so, all you have to do is just turn into the stretch and then come right back out, like so. Now with this, you have to be slow and controlled. You're not going to be stretching or helping yourself out if you do this really quick or rapid jerky motions. You're actually going to fire up those muscles even more, and really it's going to counteract your whole mission and purpose in trying to do stretching. So nice and slow and controlled. If you want, you can even hold for a second or two at the end, and then come right back. Usually about 20 repetitions is a good place to start. Like so. So we got the back side of the shoulder. Now, for the front of the shoulder, I'm actually going to demonstrate on my other side. We're going to do an external rotation stretch is what it's called. But all you have to do is, in that doorway, put your palm up against the frame of the door, and you can even rest your whole forearm up to your elbow on that door frame. Now from here, I have a little bit of a staggered stance because it lets me turn away. And the first thing you're going to notice is as you start to turn, you're going to feel that stretch the front of your chest right here. Okay, that's right into your pecs. And again, you can make this a dynamic stretch by turning out and coming right back in. We don't want you to go into any pain. Pain, again, just like moving too quickly defeats the purpose of the stretch. So it's nice and slow and controlled up until the point where you feel that good stretch, and then you back out of it. Now, if you're looking for a little bit more intense of a stretch and you want to get that bicep involved, that muscle in the front of your arm there, then you actually hold onto the door frame, and with a straight arm, do the same exercise, still turning away. And you're going to notice that stretch is going to continue from your chest all the way through your arm, like so. Okay, so now we have done the back and the front. We need to work on the top next. So I'm actually going to turn my back on the camera here. And what you're going to be stretching is a little bit of your neck and the supraspinatus type muscle on the top of your shoulder. And in doing so, what I need you to do, and I'm stretching my right shoulder here, reach behind your back with your other hand, grab the wrist of the arm that you're trying to stretch, and you're just going to pull across. We don't want you pulling up or any odd angle, but just straight across, like so. Now you can increase the stretch by bending or tilting your head away, like so. And that's the top of the shoulder. Now, the final stretch is for the underside of the arm. And so you probably noticed I have this bar across here. This represents the top of a doorway. So if you're tall enough that you can easily grasp the top of the doorway, then what you need to do is drop your knees straight down so you get a good stretch through your arms, feeling it through your the underside of your arm. If you're a little bit shorter, then you can modify if you have a bar that drops down, if you have like a shorter door frame, if you have some surface that you can stand on, like a box or a chair or a step stool that you feel safe balancing on, you can use that too. But in this door frame, just overhand grip and lowering myself down into that stretch so I feel a good pull, nothing painful, right through your armpit. Now, you can make this more of a dynamic stretch by moving side to side, slow and controlled. You can go front to back in and out of that stretch. And then you can also turn and do a pivoting motion. And those are the 3 planes of motion that we typically move in, and you can target all 3 of them. So that is our Quadrant upper extremity stretching program to target the front, top, back, and underside of your arm. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.